I'm J.M. Hirsch, food editor for the Associated Press, and we are at the 10th anniversary of the South Beach Wine and Food Festival. I am talking about the business of healthy eating, and with me is Rocco DiSpirito. Thank you so much for joining us.
What's going on, man? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Very serious today. Very serious. It's my Emmy.
I know. All right, well, lighten it up for me.
Weren't you drunk last night, like the rest of us? Come on. Weren't
That's
you
why
at
you come
Bubble
to
Cube?
South Beach, right? All right, so healthy eating has become a serious business in the United States.
It really has. I think it's found its moment.
And it really has, because so many chefs, and we've talked about this before, so many chefs have kind of seen the light, and such as yourself, and who have come around from a very traditional background to a much healthier background. You know, I'm also thinking like Art Smith, for example, is another great example of that. But what I loved about your last cookbook, Now Eat This, which was that you crowdsourced it, basically. You went out to Twitter and Facebook, I think, and you asked people, well, what do you want to eat that's healthy? And you drew on that for the content of your book. And talk to me a little bit about what you learned that people need, because I just thought that was a great approach to kind of coming up with the content of a book, in addition to being a wonderful business plan, which is to recruit readers from the start.
Yeah, I mean, it brings up so many conversations in my head. There was so much going on at that time. I used Twitter and Facebook by accident. I think I just started tweeting, and I thought, well, what am I going to tweet about? I guess I'll tweet about what I'm working on. And I guess it just confirms that everyone really wants to have a voice.
Right.
And the minute you have an opportunity to speak, you usually let your opinions be known. And Americans got strong opinions about food, first of all, what's good food, and then when it comes to healthy, the debate really gets fired up.
Right.
Because there's a lot of misinformation out there about what's healthy, what's not healthy, what you have to do to eat healthy, get healthy, lose weight, and everybody wants the real information. Everybody wants to know the truth.
Right.
The truth is there's many different versions, right? And ultimately you got to do what works for you. But for me, Twitter and Facebook became a live, real-time conversation with the people who are going to use my book, and I've never had that before. We've always, you know what the book process is like, or the writing process is like. It's a little faster for you because it's daily or instant syndication. But for most chefs, you have an idea, you pitch it to a publisher. Maybe 3 years later, if you're lucky, you see it in a bookstore. And by that time, who knows if the idea still holds, right?
Right.
So this was just a way to shorten that window and get me real-time information. Oh, and the other part of that is you're using information that was researched maybe 10 years ago.
Right, right.
So it's, you know, old information, old idea, long lag time between ideation, creation, production, and ending up in the person's hands. And you know, in the age of the internet, there's probably better information on any homepage at that point. So I just wanted my book to have, one, the most accurate information, and two, reflect America's real preferences for the comfort foods that I was going to transform from bad boys of food into healthy food.
And because the reality is, when you write a cookbook, you sit by yourself and you think, well, this sounds yummy, and you put it together, and you hope that people agree with you. And so
you do it. You sit there and you do it in a vacuum. It's not. It's not. Yeah, you don't go to crowds and ask the crowds, what do you think? But this is a way to do that. And, I loved the process. It was really fun. Ideation sessions, I've been a part of my whole life, whether it was with my waitstaff, cooks, partners, being creative, coming up with ideas, and that beautiful interaction between excited people about an idea is what makes chefs feel alive every day. So it kind of felt like that.
Was there a prevalent message in what you heard from people as you went out there?
There was. The message was, we love our comfort food, and we want it to be healthy, I think. We want it to be healthy, but we would still eat it if it wasn't healthy. So stop talking about healthy food, because I want cheeseburgers, I want French fries, I want mac and cheese, I want fried chicken. Foie gras came up a number of times.
Wow.
And my response was, but I'm going to make them healthy. And they said, well, we still love cheeseburgers, fried chicken, mac and cheese, and it was the same message over and over and over.
Right.
And my original idea was to take America's favorite foods, and then I realized I had to narrow it down to America's favorite comfort foods that were really bad for you, and make those really good for you.
Right. And did you manage to succeed with foie gras?
Foie gras was a tough one. I didn't even attempt it for many, many reasons, starting from political correctness to animal cruelty to the fact that it's really difficult to take fat out of something that's made out of 100% fat. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome.